Avoidants only love deeply once in their lifetime, but not everyone is lucky enough to be that person. Many assume they are cold, distant, even incapable of love. But the truth is very different. Avoidants long for love, yet they fear choosing the wrong person. From childhood, they learn to hide their feelings because expressing them meant rejection or abandonment. As adults, they appear independent and strong, but inside is a storm of emotions. And when they finally find someone safe enough to open up to, that bond is never fleeting. It becomes a primal, lasting imprint, possibly the only one of their life. Avoidants don't run from love. They wait for the right person before giving their whole heart. So, who can become that one person? Most fail right from the start. Much of today's dating advice only drives avoidance further away, constant texting, demanding answers, or using silence as punishment. To an avoidant, these behaviors reinforce their fear. If I show my needs, I'll be punished. If I trust, I'll be trapped. And so they close their hearts tighter. But the truth is, they are not hard to love. They are simply careful. They live with the fear that showing their true selves will lead to rejection. That's why impulsive reactions only push them away. With the right person, though, everything changes. It's someone calm, steady, and patient, someone whose very presence says, "You are safe, you are free, and you are loved." That gentle presence can open the gate no force could ever break. This rare person stands apart because they don't get caught in anxiety's spiral. When the avoidant needs silence, they don't rush for reassurance. They understand that distance isn't the end, it's just a breath. Instead of pounding at the gate, they wait calmly outside. Their steadiness delivers the message. You are not trapped. Then, the wall that once felt like shelter begins to feel like a prison. The avoidant realizes they no longer need it. They choose to open the gate, not from pressure, but from the heart. They don't bond with the loud, the controlling, or the restless. They bond with the one who can stand firm in silence, remain consistent, and prove that love isn't a cage, but a space where both can grow freely. And yet, most people fail not because of lack of love, but because of misguided reactions. The first mistake is chasing. When the avoidant steps back to breathe, they're bombarded with texts and calls. To them, this feels like pressure, and pressure means danger. The second mistake is punishing silence, responding with coldness, anger, or blame. This only confirms their old fear. If I move at my rhythm, I'll be punished and abandoned. The third mistake is mistaking distance for rejection. Silence makes many assume the avoidant doesn't care, leading to spirals of emotion. But to the avoidant, this is proof that closeness equals chaos. The truth is, you can't talk a nervous system out of defense mode. Safety is proven only through steady presence. Because most people can't do this, very few ever pass through the gate. Avoidants are not playing games. Their silences, their retreats, their walls, these are survival checks. Asking, "Are you safe?" That's why they are silent tests. The first is the silence test. When they disappear, your reaction says it all. If you stay calm, you show silence won't break you. The second is the space test. When they step back, do you respect their rhythm or retaliate with coldness? Respect proves you're safe with their pace. The third is the consistency test. Having faced broken promises, they need to see stability repeated day after day. Finally comes the control test. Do you love them as they are, or do you try to mold them? Fail, and they run. Pass, and you become unforgettable, not just chosen, but the only one. Passing these tests doesn't earn a loud declaration. With others, they keep the perfect mask. With you, they show their fears, wounds, even painful memories. When this happens, you're no longer just a partner. You've become sacred to them. Their withdrawals will feel different too. With you, silence is rest, not rejection. They trust you won't punish or leave, and they always come back. Their love is expressed in small but powerful actions, rearranging schedules to be with you, fixing something without mention, or reaching for your hand in an unguarded moment. To outsiders, these seem trivial. To you, they're love notes written in action. Above all, you'll feel chosen, not with noise or drama, but with steady certainty. So, how do you become that one person? Not with tricks, but by how you show up in love. First, regulate yourself. Avoidants are hypersensitive to chaos. If their silence sparks your anxiety, you confirm their fear. But if you remain calm, you say, "You are safe with me." Second, respect space without disappearing. Most either cling or cut off. The rare one says, "Take your time, I'm here." That balance brings both freedom and connection. Third, be consistent. For someone used to broken promises, repeated steadiness builds trust brick by brick. And finally, love without control. They open only when accepted as they are, not forced to change. They choose closeness, not from pressure, but from desire. But here's the warning. Loving an avoidant is high stakes. Get it wrong, push too hard, punish too much, and you may lose them forever. Avoidants rarely return to broken bonds, not out of hate, but out of survival. Once the gate closes, it often stays shut. Yet if you get it right, if you remain steady, calm, and safe, then a nervous system that has defended itself for a lifetime will finally exhale. And that moment becomes a lifelong imprint. For me, that's the big lesson. Avoidants aren't hard to love. They just need a love safe enough to let go. Real love isn't a cage. It's a space where both can breathe together. So, what about you? Which of the four tests do you find the hardest? Silence, space, consistency, or control? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can talk. If this resonates, don't forget to like and share so more people can understand avoidant love. And subscribe to catch the next video, where I'll show you the exact words to use when an avoidant shuts down so you can stay connected without triggering their defenses.